Hello and welcome to another episode of Ken's Training. Today's training, what we're going to be doing is installing this light fixture inside of this air handler room that we're in right now. Right next to me is a very large fan supplying a 5-story office building. And over here in this section of the air handler where there's a big bearing that needs to be lubricated every 6 months, is very dark. So we brought over some MC cable. We've already grabbed it on the other end. We're going to show you the termination on this end here. Now, this here is the box that the light or luminaire is going to be connected to. We're going to connect it right about here. Now, the manufacturer shipped it like this with the wires coming out here in the back. We're not going to be doing that because we're going to be removing one of these side plugs and running our wires that way. So I've loosened up the screws that hold the fixture here, so that way I can take this off. That takes the wires out. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, there's a hole here that's going to go up here, and I want to plug that hole. So I need to remove one of these sidewalls here. And actually I already started removing one of them. And it looks like I started removing this one. So you just unscrew this here, and that is going to fill up this hole here, since that is not going to be needed in this application. So let me just get that on here. Hang on. Got to get the thread started on it. There it is. Okay, so now that I've got one hole open for my conduit, I'm working with MC light here. Now I just need to decide where I want to have my fixture placed. And I'm just going to use a self-tapping sheet metal screw here, which I've got right here. And I'll put this right about there, centered on this. Okay, that's one. Now we'll get the second one. Done. Okay, now for the fixture, for the fitting, we're going to use this fitting right here. So I'm going to screw that in, as it's a threaded connection on this particular box. Alright, we have our fitting in place, which is a listed fitting to work with this MC cable. I've already got the power off here. Now, the way that I'm going to run this is pretty much going to be just like this here. So I need to, and then I want about this much cable sticking out, right about here. So right about where my finger is where I want to make a cut. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my armor cable cutting tool here, put that in, and I'm going to, there we go. Put that in the tool, do that. Open up those conductors. I'll use my diagonal side cutters here. Cut that, get rid of that. Now let me get in a little bit better here. Okay, now I'm going to make my final cut for this to be placed. I could put a support right here if I wanted to. Because I'm connecting to a luminaire, I'm allowed 6 feet for the next support. The next support is about 36 inches, so it's way less than 6 feet. But if I wanted to, I could put one right here. So I'll just kind of set myself up to do that, just in case I want to do that. Right about where my finger is, right there, is where I need to make a Roto a cut here with this tool, the armor cable cutting tool. Put that in, exactly where I want my cut. Clamp that down. Okay, we got it. Okay, we should have it. There it is, it's perfect. Okay, now we got to put on the anti-short bushing, which I have right here. So you have a sharp edge here, right there, so I'm going to put the anti-short bushing right there to make sure that that sharp edge is not going to chafe this wire as I go through. I'm just going to take this plastic, bring that back, use my diagonal side cutters here, go ahead and trim that out. All that's fine. This is ready to go into the connection. Got to get that just right to feed through. There it is. Okay. Now I got a Phillips head screw right there. Let me go ahead and put that on. Tighten this down. Okay. There we go. That's good and tight. So now I've got that secured to the box. Okay, now as far as these wires go, the red one, the red conductor I don't need. That's just, this particular MC just came with two hot conductors, a red and a black. I won't need that red, it's just an extra wire. So I'm just going to put that with a orange wire nut, put that up into the box and forget about it. Now as far as the green goes, there's a green screw, the camera's not picking it up, but there's a green screw here in the box for the equipment grounding conductor, which is this green ground lug. So I'm going to go ahead and install that. So I'm just going to loosen up this here and use my wire strippers, strip this back and then put that on. Okay. I'll put a little hook in the wire so it grips on there nice. There we go. While I'm holding that, I'll just go ahead and tighten that up. And I've got a great ground, solidly grounded to this metal box. So my grounding is all set. Next, okay. This red wire I don't need. I'm just going to tuck that out of the way and forget about it because that's just an extra wire in this installation. If I ever needed it for future, which I doubt it. Now as far as the, let's see here, my connection is right here. So I can go ahead and strip this back and put on my wire nuts here, which will probably be orange in this particular case. So we'll go ahead and strip this back right about here. And the other one as well. Little long in the black one. I'll trim that out slightly. And we'll grab a couple of orange wire nuts. I only think I need orange because this is 12 solid, but this here is like a stranded number 18. It's very thin, so between these two, I'll probably be just fine with this orange. When you have one solid and one stranded, what you want to do is, I'll show you right here with the neutral conductor. What you want to do is take your stranded thinner wire and protrude it just about a 1/16 of an inch beyond the solid wire. Then you connect your wire connector just as you would normally. Put that on, I think I got a bad wire nut. It's stripping out on me. I don't like that wire nut. I'm going to get me a brand new one, another one. Anytime you come across something where you're screwing it in and it's not grabbing for you, just forget that wire nut. Throw it in the trash and go grab another one. All right. Repeating, same step. Stranded wires slightly beyond the solid going on there. I can tell that that's a solid connection. Now another thing I'm going to do while I'm right here is I'm going to try to pull that out. See, I wasn't gripping the stranded, I only grabbed the solid. Let me do that again. That's why you want to put that stranded ahead of the solid. That's another reason why. Now this feels a lot better. It's starting to curl the whole thing. I'm going to try to pull that out. No can do. Try to pull up the stranded out of the black one. No can do. We got nice solid connections here. So now what I can do is button this up, tuck this all nice and neat in my fixture box. Make sure nothing's hung up, nothing's going to get pinched or anything of this nature. There's a rubber gasket here, so I'm making sure I'm inside the gasket on everything. Okay, there we go. All I got to do is tighten that down. Okay, that's real good. I'll put one support right here just to give that a little extra brace, and put my light bulb in, test everything out, and we should be a-okay with this installation. Okay, so we put the light bulb in, screwed in the protective dust cover here, and this fixture is working great, and it's going to really help us out for light down here in the area that we need to lubricate this bearing every 6 months. And this area used to be super dark, no light at all, so this is really going to help us out. Thank you for watching the video. If you like the video, please click on like, and check out my YouTube channel called Ken Training for other videos. And that's it. Thank you for watching.